Welcome back to Demry's YouTube channel. I'm your co-host, Robbie. So our host will be back here in a little bit. She's gonna be doing bodywork, and I don't know what I'm gonna be doing besides probably nothing because I'm not needed anymore. Dang it. We gotta somehow get that all pounded out and make sure that looks all tight and right. We're gonna do some bodywork. You know what? I don't need to do anything. Let's let the boss do it. This is her car. This is her show. I'm just gonna go home. Just kidding. I'm not going home. You're stuck with me. I'm gonna finish up my bodywork on this door and just keep working around the car. We've got a lot of help. We've got my son Braden job shadowing today. He gets to hang out with Daddy. Literally with Daddy. We're gonna be sanding this bad boy up, getting it closer to paint because we need to get this thing painted, and then we're gonna put our new motor in it. Now, we got a lot of hate in the comments saying that we need to do this and this and this, but here's the deal. This car is going to LS Fest, not Godzilla Fest, not AMC Motor Fest. It's going to LS Fest. So it is getting an LS because we are specifically building it to take it to LS Fest. We're gonna be taking up a motor, dropping it off at our buddy Kevin's. He's gonna be doing some machine work, making it to where it can accept a couple turbos, and it's gonna be cool. We got a quick performance 9-inch rear end we ordered. We got a turbo 400 coming from Holly. We got a bunch of stuff coming from Holly. And our buddies over at Summit Racing, they're helping. We got a lot of stuff to do because this has got to be done in May. And the only reason this is going to get done is because it's Demry's and not mine. So, got a lot of stuff to do. So let's get to work.
Doing my job again?
I'll just go sit in my chair and do my Rubik's Cube. Should we show them? Look what we got, okay? You guys are gonna be so impressed. Look, we got small, we got medium, and we got large. Now the boss purchased this up for me. It was supposed to be 18 inches by 18 inches. This is a Rubik's Cube, in case you don't know. But also got my friend George. He's got Misadventures. Yeah, Misadventure Lab. He shipped me one also. Because my friend George, he also knows that I like to do Rubik's Cubes. If I can get the Rubik's Cube out of the box. So, this is a 3x3. Well, since I'm getting booted and the boss is gonna do body work, I'm gonna go sit and master a Rubik's Cube.
Don't lose it.
It's the cutest little thing I've ever seen. This is gonna be so hard. Because you gotta make every move. Like this. Oh, come on. Alright, this is gonna take me a little while. So I guess while the boss is doing body work, I'm gonna do a Rubik's Cube. So here's what you gotta do. Gotta get you a cross. So I got my mini cross. You gotta line up the center colors with the top with this. That's your first step. Put this wee little guy in her hand. So I want that corner. That's a red and green. That is gonna go right here. Watch this. Don't blink. Okay. Now it's there. Green, red. Boom. Now we need that one. That one's red and blue. And pop it out. Oh, I just found one. Orange and blue. Keep going. Don't stop till you've had enough. Break out. Got it. That one's green and orange. We're gonna put that bad boy right there. Righty. Lefty. Loosey. Goosey. Dunsey. One more. Let's get that corner. Got it. All right, our first row is done. I'll go back to work while I do the baby one.
I don't know if this is gonna work, but I have this water bottle. I'm gonna sand some of this paint and I'm gonna test the water lead tester to see if there's lead in the paint. Because everyone keeps saying there's lead in this paint. We're all gonna die. What happens if you inhale lead paint?
You die.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Good thing Hillbilly's not here. He would drink it.
Look at that. I got 2 rows.
Okay, so I got some of the water. Gonna put this tester in here. I think it said for like a couple seconds. Well, it says there's no lead. This is right here.
That means you're not gonna die today! I got another row.
Wow.
We're fine. Nobody's dying today. All right, so what we have here underneath this tarp is a 2005 Escalade 6.0 liter LS. Now this is going to my buddy Kevin. He is gonna build this motor so we can put twin turbos on it for LS Fest for the Pacer. Aren't you happy? I don't even care. It's like playing in the sandbox.
Yeah, because it's not at Godzilla.
Because it's not Godzilla Fest. It's not Ford Fest. We'll have to build something for Ford Fest.
That a thing?
They have Ford Fest.
Yeah,
This is LS Fest.
LS
You guys wanted to go to Ford Fest? I'll have to put a Godzilla in something.
Maybe the Bronco. Did you just have this like laying around?
No, that's for our tow truck.
Oh.
I mean, not anymore, but it was. Sorry, Rory.
So
We'll have to build another one.
So what you're saying is it's probably going to be taken out of the Pacer and put in the tow truck.
No, we'll just buy a crate motor for the tow truck. That's fine. This is more important than the tow truck. Now the hard one.
Colton is now helping Stan. Oh, Colin is now helping Stan. Robbie is still
Busy. He's still busy. That's what he is.
busy.
Oh, this is miserable. Almost got it. 3 little ones to get almost done. 2 hours later. So this is one of those things that I will literally do one time in my entire life, but it's gonna go right in this case, never to be seen again. Now all I got is the big one. That big one, I'm actually a little concerned, but if I can get the little one, and I can get the medium one, this big one shouldn't be too big of a deal.
At least you can lay back and lay it on you.
I don't know. This one's gonna be hard. So what you gotta do very, very first is you gotta get this top white cross so it corresponds with your colors. So I gotta line up all my yellow corners. So like this is green and red, that goes there. So I got a triple algorithm. So I'm gonna do 3 rights, 3 lefts. I'm gonna do 3 rights, flip it, 3 lefts. This is seriously consuming my life. But it's a good problem to have. It makes your brain think.
Okay, so Demery, she sanded the first fender. I took over, and I sanded the second fender. Then I sanded the front. I think this is part of the grill piece lower. I don't know the name of it. Got that all done. This is going to need quite a bit of work. It's coming along. So now I moved on to the hood. So now I'm going to go over using 320. I'm going to go over the whole hood, and then Robbie's going to come back, and then he's going to fine tune everything, pull all the dents, do what he knows, and then we still got to do the whole car. Okay, I got half the hood all sanded down. It's really not taking much because the hood was so exposed to the sun and it all faded out. It's really just thin. We're just kind of going over it with 320 and just getting it real smooth. Robbie will go over it with his professional hand feelers.
Almost. So when you get to this point, you have 3 cubes left. You just have to do the algorithm one more time. Oh.
Boom.
It made my brain hurt.
How did your brain feel now?
My brain is numb. We conquered them. Back to bodywork.
Ooh, that pulled out good.
This is over pulling a little bit. I know some of you might wonder, why do you pull and then pound it back in? Well, I was high here and low there. I just want to get it all back to where it needs to be. Supposed to be some thick metal. It's not even sticking at all. What I'm trying to do is kind of sand off all the tire tread. When the tire exploded, it laid its imprint. See, it just embedded itself. But I got a little dent there that I want to get, so we're going to try to sand it up. All right, lunchtime. Those Rubik's Cubes absorbed all of my nutrients today. So I'm gonna go get some food. I'll be right back. All right, so we just got back from lunch. So I'm gonna go around the car, get everything ground. I'm gonna get it all DA'd, smoothed out so we can start doing some body work. I do still have some metal pulling to do. So I'm just gonna focus on this passenger side, working on the fender, the door, and the quarter panel. Quarter panel is actually pretty good. Got a little dent right here. Other than that, this thing is nice. Got some dents here, little dent there, and a big old dent here. Here in a minute, we're gonna be welding these holes up, get this thing body worked. Tap those in a minute. Why is that not sticking? Does not want to stick. All right, so as you can see, we got Colton on the inside of the door. I'm on the outside. He's got what's called a spoon on the back side of this, and I'm just gonna hammer on that spoon and get this metal to do what I need it to do. So this big dent that we had here in the door, it's called Dent Be Gone. Oh yeah, that's feeling good. So I'm gonna do a little bit more tapping, just a little. So I wanna just get this all flattened out, and then I'm gonna use my welder, weld up my old school bodywork holes, and we're gonna have this thing done. Just gonna pull out here. We wanna move metal, so I'm gonna pull pressure in this hole, and then I'm gonna tap down here. So, just trying to move some metal around. Let's get that, we're gonna spoon this out just a little bit more, then we'll get it welded up. So this is called your heat effect zone. These little blue rings around it, I can touch that. So what I've done is I've welded, I've cooled it, I've welded, I've cooled it. Now we need to do the same thing when we grind it, because you can heat up your panel and ruin it with a grinder. So we're gonna be very careful. All right, so we are teaching Braden how to use the key pulling system today. So we've got a body line that's just in a little bit, and the only way to get this out is to key pull it. So we've got everything welded up, got it ground, but our body line is just a little bit sunken in. We're welding it all up. Ooh, that's gonna be good. So what we'll do, we'll grab our bar, our bridge puller, we're gonna bring that out and push this metal in here, right here. All right, so that body line is almost where I want it. Now I'm gonna take my hammer and do some relief tapping. What that hopefully does is release pressure in the metal. And then we'll let it off and see if it stays. That's how you key pull. That's how you teach a child to key pull. Good enough for filler. So we're pretty dang close. I'm gonna sand this up now with some 80 grit, and we're gonna be ready to spread a little bit of filler. All right, so we got some filler. We're just gonna get this spread so we can get it cut down. So I've decided to wait on the fender because the fender is not very bueno. Ooh, it's a little tin canny. There's rust here. I'm not gonna spread filler down that far because we are gonna have to cut that out, but I wanna get this dent going. All right, so while we wait for the filler to dry, I'm just doing a little bit of metal beating. I'm gonna get this all beat around a little bit. It was in an accident. I'm trying to hammer and dolly this, but it's not working so swell. I just tore that. Don't worry, we'll be welding that up. This fender is borderline, needs to be replaced. It's real cruddy. But you can see it was rolled over itself. Now it's kind of flattening out. That's got to be welded. That's got to be welded. And then we'll be able to bodywork it. But I don't want to. I've got to bring this bracket back in, straighten it out, but not right now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and leave that until we weld it. Beat this stuff out. I gotta keep in mind, this is a burnout car. This is going to get messed up. So this has got a large eyebrow. We're just working that out. So you feel that, Colton? See how this right here?
Oh,
you
yeah.
can feel it here. It's working. Smoking. So what we got going on here is what I call an eyebrow. So this thing's been hit at some point and the metal has moved. So you can see right here is messed up. Coming right out. It's really not that bad. I'm gonna DA it. It's just about perfect. I'm gonna grab a normal hammer and dolly and get this thing really fine-tuned. So I was hammering and dollying this, but I forgot that we've got, what do we have? A Bailey plenishing hammer. So we're gonna put a round die in it, and we're gonna see if we can plenish some of this dent out. Worth a shot. This is either gonna go really, really good or really, really bad. Oh, dude! See, look, I'm as good as you now. Feel that?
Oh yeah.
What? All right, we're gonna planish that too. Oh my gosh, that works so freaking well. This is unreal. It's almost like this machine was meant to do that. Yeah. That seriously feels good. Feel that. It's really not bad. All right, we'll get this finished up. So I don't even think I'm gonna use filler on this. We're gonna DA that. That is freaking cool. Look at that. I almost feel like a professional now. Put that edge back into it. Put a little weld on that. Fender's ready for primer. Not quite, but close. All right, so now that we've got that done, so I'm just gonna shave this down with some 80 grit. It might get a little bit of filler, but this is nice. This is the dent that Hillbilly and Demery beat out on the last video. I feel like I got a shadow behind me, Mr. Job Shadower. You, Braden. Yeah. I feel like a full-blown metal shaper now. So crazy. This is legitimately just about priming worthy. So I feel like we've got this top all good. We still got to fix and weld the bottom side. This is freaking amazing. We're gonna hurry and cut this down a little bit, and that's gonna be it because it's my birthday weekend. It's Easter. Turn 35. Isn't that crazy?
Your dad's 35.
Little tap tappy. Tap tap taparoo. All right, so that's pretty much all the sanding I got time for today, but guess what? Little Adley wants to tell a joke. And check this out. She brought me a cake. Our Our bookkeeper, Tristy, she's a cakeateur. And she made me a Robbie cake. That's pretty neat. Who was that? Me. All right, so we gotta hurry and give you guys a joke because Adley wants to go home and eat birthday cake. You wanna eat my cake? Okay, well you gotta tell us a joke then.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
A broken pencil.
A broken pencil who?
Never mind, it's pointless.
That's a cool one.
Uh,
Want to tell one more?
which school does the ice cream man go to?
I don't know. Which one?
Sunday school.
Awesome. Okay, well, let's go home so we can eat that cake.
As always, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, go check out this one.
What are you doing?